Show me your B minor.
Oh.
Now he was playing a bar chord, and I don't know what you're
And
doing for
so
that.
I know the bar is having to do the full thing, because I of course had to look it up. But they said that it's not improper to do the finger here and then down. Wait, down and then. Wait, so they told you to do
Very good.
here, and then
Second string.
second. Okay.
Curl those fingers.
I know it.
Thank you. That's good. That's
So-
good. Now let's hear it.
Oh, it's terrible.
Don't strum the sixth string.
It's
not terrible when you strum it. If you strum them all at once, it's tolerable. All right, so good. So all you gotta do is practice that.
Right.
Now let me show you what we're doing. Let's dissect it a little bit. Play an A minor. Play an A minor.
I don't even remember an A.
Open your chord.
Okay.
Open your chord.
Because I've only practiced the A, but then the A minor should be very simple. Okay, so here's my A, and then my A minor is 1.
Boom, boom, boom. Okay.
Okay.
So to get B minor, we're just going up a whole step. A, B. Go up 2 frets with that form. There you go. Now you can get away with playing it like that.
Oh.
You can get away with playing it like that.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't sound. It's not quite an A minor because if you're hitting the open E string, there's a note that doesn't belong. But it's okay. You can get away with that. So it's B minor, then I forgot the sequence of chords.
A, B minor, D, and G.
A, B minor, D. Okay, so you
But
can do
of
it like
course
that.
it's on the side. He's capo.
Yeah, he's capo. That doesn't matter. You'll capo it either to play along with the original recording if you want, or you'll capo to suit your voice. So I play songs. I capo them in different places.
Oh, okay.
That's
okay.
I just take this, and if I don't like it here, I might move it here. I might move it here. Depends on what suits my voice to sing it.
Oh, okay.
I may or may not work there. So that's what this tool is for. That's what that baby's for. Now, what we've done is we've taken our A minor, we moved it up a whole step. Go back to your A minor. Now we're gonna swap fingers. We're gonna use these 3 fingers and loosen our first finger. Let our first finger loose by using the others. Wrong strings, but the right shape. Just there
right
you
here.
go. Yeah, there you go. See what we're doing now? We're still playing A minor. But now we've left this guy open for the bar. We move that up a whole step, then we put him down. Whole step, another fret.
Yeah.
Thank you. And then you got a finger free for the bar.
And then it's the whole. So
you
when
don't have to initially like you've found. It's not necessary to do them all. And as I've shown you, you don't have to do any. If you're careful to only strum the strings that'll sound decent, you don't even need a bar. And one of my other students is learning a new song, and she's a little further along than you are. She's doing her chord changes pretty nicely now. And she's learning a new song that has a B minor, and she just decided just to do this. And it sounds fine. Now one way to make sure this note doesn't ring in is just touch it with your finger so that it's dead.
Yes, and that's he said that he thinks that he's doing that in the song.
Okay.
That the thing is dead, so it really doesn't ring out.
So that's a little trick. If you want to do this and just strum these, and voila, you got your B minor.
Can you give your girl who's a little further along than I am my phone number so I can?
What you do is come to my open mic on Saturdays, and she's there most of the time.
Okay.
And it's just fun to come and observe for a while.
Yeah.
To kind of set goals for yourself.
Where is it?
I want to do that one day. Saturday afternoon at the Elliott Museum in Stewart. You know where that is?
No, it's in Stewart, so I'll be down.
It's on the beach. I'll text you the info.
Okay, thank you.
It's on the beach.
Yeah, because that's the other thing for us. I don't have your number, and I would have liked to have I would have liked to have just been able to.
It's my phone. My oversight. Well, I can't do it now because I'm
recording,
but I will give you all that. Okay, so good. I love that you're learning songs on your own. Keep that up.
Okay.
And practice those songs like you're going to perform them.
Okay.
Get them to where you're comfortable doing them. All right.
His
Good
strumming
job.
pattern was a little bit tough though because you do the root chord, so it does I don't even, it's
Mhm.
strum up, root chord down, or something like that. And so that's where I'm like, oh, this is really advanced, but I'm interested in it, and I like the song a lot.
Good. Awesome. And that's the goal, isn't it? Play songs we like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, initially strumming, as I've said before, just strum on the beat. You know, if it's a 4/4 count, just strum 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the way to spice it up a little bit is go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. You have strumming charts to work with too. That'll teach you a variety of. Well, we all are at first. And how do you get better? You keep doing it over and over. Open up to your strumming chart while we're talking about that.
It's so funny. I sit in here like a child who didn't study for her test, and I get all sweaty and nervous because I'm like, oh, he's gonna know how little I practice. But I really did try and spend some time and do this, and then I watched another guy who said the reason people don't advance and get better at guitar is because they don't memorize the shape of their fingers to be able to switch chords. And so
what do we do to teach our brain and hand the memory?
just continue to do it.
Yeah, but what was the little practice method?
Well, so the way I was doing it this weekend was doing the lift and down
That's
and the
how we
lift
do it.
and
That's
down.
how we teach the muscle memory.
Right,
That's
and
how
so
we
I
do
feel
it.
like I've got A pretty good and D pretty good, and then I have to go back and look for my shapes for a couple of the others, but
So let me see, you do a little press and lift, press and lift. See how we're doing on that.
so I was doing open strum and then,
Let's do it to a metronome.
oh, that's a terrible idea.
2, let's see.
Go
we're
with
gonna
20.
Believe me, it's harder to go slow sometimes.
I don't.
Okay, here's our strum. Press, lift, press, lift, press, lift, press. Can you tap your foot? Press, lift, press, lift, press.
Too much.
lift,
It's too much.
press. Okay, that's fine. Press, lift, press, lift, press, lift. Okay, now do D. Press, lift, press, lift, press, lift, press. Yeah. There you go. See, and they're maintaining their shape. Very good. Now that you get comfortable with that, then you go back and forth between the two. You go press, lift, D, lift, A, lift, D, lift, A, lift, D,
Yeah.
lift. No, we slow it down. D, lift, A, lift, D, lift, A, lift.
This is where I'm terrible.
Well, of course you are, because it takes time.
And practice, and I'm like,
Well, that's all part of the time thing.
oh,
You know it. I don't have to tell you. The more time you put in, the quicker you advance.
why am I sitting?
Everybody's schedule is different.
It's so funny. I'm acting. I'm. You should see how sweaty I am. I'm so nervous because I'm like, he knows that I didn't practice as much as I need to practice.
There's no such thing as need. You'll make your advancement at whatever pace you want to. Now, I had a student who was a doctor, right? And his goal was when he retired, he'd be able to sit on his front porch and play guitar.
Right.
So he was in no big hurry. His goal was, when COVID hit, he stopped coming, and I haven't seen him since, sadly. But that was what he said. I said, okay, we'll work at your pace, whatever, you know. We'll get you to where you can retire and play on your porch.
Okay, well,
So
I'm probably never
everybody's
going to get to
different.
retire, but my goal is by next summer to sit on my, campfire and be able to play a couple of songs.
Well, I think you'll do it before then.
Okay.
All right, let's look at the strumming aspect
Okay.
of playing. Play a chord that you like to play and just hold that chord.
Okay.
What chord do you like to play?
D is my favorite chord.
Okay, let's
so
play
far.
D. We're gonna do line 1, which is really easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, down, down, down. Again, down, down, down. Okay, we're gonna go to line 2 now, which is 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Again, 1, 2, and 3, and 4. So it's down, down, up, down, up, down. Keep going. Down, down, up, down, up, down. Now, some people play with their thumb, and that's fine. Some songs the thumb works really well, but some songs it doesn't work as well. So do this, but also try your index finger. Don't flail though. Let's get an anchor going. Okay, there we go. Yeah, let's get an anchor. I can flail because I know where I'm going.
We should do it.
But you can't flail. And what I want to do is help people avoid this.
Absolutely.
We don't hinge at the elbow. We use our wrist. So notice how I'm rolling my wrist so that my angle of my finger / pick changes as I'm playing. I go to a bluegrass jam Tuesday nights over at Pierce Cider Works, and they play bluegrass, which is mostly fast stuff, and but it's always 3-chord stuff. But I just do it for the fun of it. But it's a lot of this. So I've gotten to where I work a technique with my index finger, and I'm like that. Those guys, they all use picks. They're flat pickers, and I don't flat pick. But same thing. But this is my pick. So go ahead and use your thumb on some stuff.
Well, because it's getting caught, I need to take these off. This is it's getting caught so that my index is working better.
You got to take care of your nails to do this.
Yeah. Well, it's time to take these off, so.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
So do it both ways just to get used to it. This works too. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Either way. But when you do it.
Why does that's because I'm not even on the full chord.
Keep anchored. And just. Now, I do a lot of anchoring with my hand on the bridge. And as
I don't feel like I can reach.
Yeah, everybody's different. Love it. And I just encourage you anchoring initially because it keeps you where you need to be. And it keeps you from doing this, which is a habit a lot of people get into. But if you like the thumb, go ahead and use the thumb. Thumb works too.
Well, I do like the thumb. It's just catching. So
just make sure that when you come up, it sounds as good as when you go down. Anchor, please. And just use the thumb. There you go. That's good. That's a good technique. There you go. Yeah, that works. So when you're practicing your strums, now let's go to line 4, which is down, down, up, 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 down, down, up. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and. Okay, and that's how you use this chart. You can go ahead and write on it if you want, like I did on line 6. I wrote the beats and the hands between the beats. That's fine too. Really good way to improve your strumming. Because what'll happen, you'll find that once you get this under your belt, there's no such thing as official strums. This is just a way to teach you to mix it up. You'll find you're going to do your own thing, but you're going to start doing your own thing because you've done this a lot. And you'll find out as you start playing songs that you're learning that all of a sudden, hey, look at me, I'm developing my own strum on this song. And you're not necessarily trying to copy somebody, and you're not uncomfortable anymore. You're just naturally strumming as you play. And that's what these things do for you. I gave you this one too, right?
No, I don't have that one.
That one's a lot harder.
We should probably stick with 7/5 for right now. Have you noticed my strumming patterns? I'm just trying to get in some chords.
We'll get into that later. What I want to teach you now is how to change from chord to chord with what I call segues, or little connectors from chord to chord. And this is a bit advanced. Open up to a scale and play one of your scales that you've got there for me first, please. We'll get a little loosened up here. We're going to get warmed up with a scale.
You want me to put this away now?
Yeah, put that away. Okay. I love that song. Would you text me when I get you my number? Text me that, because I'd like to look at that song.
Oh, yeah, I think it's a great song. All right. Let's see, 3, 5, 7, 7. So here.
Yeah, remember where your dots are, and that way you go right to your frets.
3, 5, 7, 8, right?
Very good.
Right, so I'm 5,
right.
7. Okay, all right. So I was like, did I do something?
A lot of guitars have the third dot, but yours doesn't. And so now you know that.
That was so awful. No.
There you go. Very good.
No, down, 1. Obviously, I've not done my chords in a little while.
All right. Do it with a metronome at home and get smooth at whatever speed you start at. Sounding like this would be about right for you at the moment, which is...
Like 5?
Which is... These numbers are hard to see. 72 beats a minute. Let's see how that goes.
No way.
All right, let's go back. Let's go down to... You don't want to go too slow because it's hard to go slow. 66. 1, 2, 3, 4. Begin. Place for me.
Different.
Start over. 8th fret, 2nd finger. That's my fault. I went to the wrong place. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep going. Yay! Actually, that's not a bad speed for you. Make a note of that. 66 beats per minute.
Okay.
You did well.
You're sending me this video, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So you did well. So that's what you got to do. In fact, it's a good idea when you sit down to practice. Warm up with the scale.
Yeah,
warm up with the scale.
Okay.
And then get smooth at that speed, and then bump it up each time.
Okay.
Because you got to get to the point where you got the dexterity and you're comfortable doing this sort of thing. And we're training him at the same time. He's the hardest guy to train.
Mm-hmm.
He really is. So I even have trouble with my pinky sometimes. So we got to keep it we got to keep him in the act.
Keep him moving.
Keep him moving. Yeah, exactly. What do they say? Motion is lotion, right? So, so what you're going to learn with time is how to segue into your chords. I'll let you take this, and it'll be a while before you're really comfortable with it. But notice the tablature. Tablature is this. This is what it's telling you to play. 3rd fret on the 6th string, open 5th string, 2nd fret, 5th string, 3rd fret, just like that, and then a C chord. And this is what it sounds like. Check it out. And that's what you're doing. Learn how to segue from one place to another, chord to chord.
Okay, so this is the...
That's telling you what chord you're ending up on. And when tablature has notes stacked, you play them at the same time. So that happens to be a C chord. 1st fret, open string, 2nd fret. And I'm not showing the 3rd fret there because you're already there with that finger. So it's 3rd fret 6th string, open 5th string, 2nd fret 5th string, 3rd fret 5th string, and strum the rest. So you're doing this. That is right there. And then we go back to the G. We do this. Like that. So the whole line, this is what the whole line sounds like. See? And you're going to use this pattern in a lot of songs. I use it in so many songs. Okay. It's just, I call them segues, little descending or ascending bass notes from chord to chord, from G to C. Now C to F. See? And that's all what these two lines are. G to C to G to F to C to G. And you're going to learn those. I want you to have that now, even though it'll be a while before you get really comfortable doing that. You're going to learn your...
You have me on the 2-year plan for that, right? Okay.
No,
as long as we're on the same page here.
No, you'll be surprised how quickly
I pick that up.
You pick that up once you're comfortable going from G to C to F to C and so on. Right now, your goal is to get to where you can make a change smoothly like this.
Yeah, right.
Making smooth changes. This is your goal. Press, lift, press, lift, press, lift, press, lift, press, lift. And you're doing pretty good on these two chords, actually. I see that.
A and D are the two main ones that
Now play an E, play an E chord, because that's the third one in that particular pattern.
So
wrong strings, but you got the right relationship.
Here.
Yeah, that's right.
And then E minor's down.
Well, E minor's with the finger up in the air. So
Okay, so this is E then.
that's
Okay.
E. Very
yeah.
good. Okay, so I want you to, along with your D and A,
Yeah, oh no, I've
work
been.
on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my whole top line is what I've been trying to work with.
Excellent. Excellent.
The whole top line.
Those are the main chords that'll enable you to play a lot of songs.
Yeah, and then they said that B minor. So I looked for it in here for what they were showing, but I didn't see it. I didn't see what they showed on
Yeah, this
there.
thing doesn't have everything I like, but it has the basics, so that's why I share it.
Okay.
But somewhere on there has got to be a B minor. I don't know where.
Well,
they-
here's
where
B
they
minor
put-
7,
And
but I didn't.
it's a weird thing. I'm not sure the order of where they've done this, but
'Cause
we
it's
just
a
learned
bar
how we
chord,
just learned
right?
how to do a cheating B minor.
Right.
So
yeah.
that's all you need to worry about.
Okay.
Now you could do this with these fingers. Put him on the first string, and now you've got a complete B minor. So if you take these fingers here and put him on the second fret,
So 2nd fret. Hold on, I
take
gotta
that E
remember.
minor shape, take that E minor shape with the other. There you go. Boom, boom, boom. And there you go. That's B minor. Don't play all 6 strings. Just play the first 4.
The first 4.
Yeah. There you go. That's not too hard, is it?
No.
There you go. B minor. Do you
So
own it?
it's the shape is really what we're.
Well, again, what we did is we took our A minor with different fingers and we're just moving it up. Here's B minor because it's one whole step. How far do I go to get from B to C?
B to C
How far?
is a full step.
It's a half a step. There's no B sharp or C flat. And that's okay that you remember that. So here's B minor. So half a step up, C minor. Whole step up, D minor. Whole step up, E minor. Half step up, F minor. Voila.
Okay.
So you know how to play A minor. If you change fingers, now you got the ability to make the other ones. And with the song you're learning, voila. You don't have to play a bar chord. You can just do that. Or you can cheat like that.
But if they're keeping it capoed on the second,
Yeah, then it's an A minor shape. But I wasn't paying attention to where he actually was playing. He capoed second fret, so the whole thing has been transposed a whole step up. So he says he's playing B minor, but he's really playing a whole step up past B minor,
okay.
which is C sharp.
C sharp.
Yeah. So, but we do that a lot. When we capo up, we pretend that the capo is the nut, and we say play D. You're not really playing D.
But
it's
as
a
if
D
it's the first.
That's the nut.
Okay.
So it's not really D, but it's the D shape.
Okay.
And I didn't pay attention to his instructional video to say whether or not that's what he did. But that's common to say. Okay, I'm gonna talk like this is the nut and this is the chord we're playing, even though it's not really. And that's fine.
Okay.
Because you know the shapes. If I told you to play B sharp minor, you wouldn't have a clue what to do.
No.
No, but he does this. Or even if I told you before you started looking at that song, play B minor, you wouldn't have a clue. But if I did this and I said, now play A minor, I'm actually playing B minor. But you know the A minor shape.
Okay.
So I could help you learn a song by naming the chords as if this were the nut, instead of giving you technically the accurate name. This is B minor, this is D, this is E. But that would confuse you.
Right.
So we just sometimes...
Yeah, because you played D and I'm like, no, it's not.
That's E. That's not D. Because we're up a whole step. But often instructions, these guys on YouTube will tell you as if this is the nut.
Okay.
You know, and that's just something to keep in mind when you watch these things. But it's a great way to learn new songs. The other guy I mentioned to you, she comes in every week, comes to my house, and she's working on a new song every week. Working on a new song.
Okay.
I love it. So she's
really spending a lot of time. See, I need her as my friend.
Yeah.
Because then I
come to the open mic. That's part of it. We connect with other people, and those connections take you in all kinds of directions that you couldn't have done otherwise.
What time is it at?
We're starting now. We were at 2. We're starting now at 1 Saturday afternoon at the there's a restaurant up above the LA Museum, 2nd floor. And this last weekend we were packed. So
Okay, I'm just hoping, we go to our RV park on Saturday, so I'm gonna see if we can get down there and get undone, so I can go to that, because that would be nice.
I'm going to stop this and I'm